to show you our to show you who we are. Let's hold. Okay, just take two. Okay, ready, set, go. Hello, how are you? And again, mga nakikinig at mga nanonood sa atin ay maganda ito pag-uusapan natin ngayon ha. This is about talking about etiquette in the digital world. And no less than Miss Rita Dayrit will be the one to enlighten us. Ano ba itong etiquette? Ay, good day, Rita. How are you doing?
Hi, Boots. Hello. Magandang araw sa iyo at sa ating mga listeners.
Yeah.
I'm good. Maraming salamat.
Oo. Pakilala ka naman kung sino man si Rita Dayrit. Yan.
Hello to all the followers of Boots. Alam ko ang dami-dami nyo. I am Rita Dayrit. I am a certified image and etiquette consultant. I am also an
Oh,
entrepreneur. I am founder of the Manners and Mindfulness Training Center. I like teaching people about soft skills, good manners, etiquette, protocol.
aha. Now, pinag-uusapan na natin yung etiquette na yan, di ba? Ano ba ang tingin mo ngayon sa ating modern world? Sabi nga nila with this pre-pandemic, pandemic, nagbago ba ang ating mga pananaw sa etiquettes about the digital world, Rita? What do you say?
Uh, Medyo when the pandemic happened, medyo everything became digitalized, no? So a lot of people like me, when we first experienced the lockdown in March 2020, I thought that was it for my training, for my consulting career. And then it happened na, pwede pala mag-online teaching. And everybody was new. And there were people like me who have been trained in soft skills that we were very careful about how we looked, how we behaved, how we communicated in front of the camera. But then there are also a generation of people who they come as they are. Alam mo naman, Boots, ang buzzword today, authenticity. Talagang
Be as you are and where is as where is, you know. Ano ba
as
yung mga
is.
sinasabi nila ba?
Parang as is,
Where is
where
as is, di ba? Kumbaga, where
correct,
is
correct.
as is, no?
But to the mind of someone like me who is an image consultant, for me, really, our authentic self is our beautiful self. Beautiful self meaning not only beautiful outside but also inside. And that inner beauty is a person that is mindful of others. Kailangan iniisip natin, how are we affecting how is our appearance, our behavior affecting other people? Kasi I would see young people, this is my authentic self. You just have to accept me. Um,
Aha,
but
aha.
when you look deep inside you, you will see a beautiful person, and a beautiful person who is someone who also wants to bring out the beauty in others. Hindi pwedeng ikaw lang yung happy. Yun yung good
Oh.
manners and etiquette eh. Making sure
Alam
that
mo, nung
other
araw,
people,
Rita, di ba, nung araw, Rita, sa eskwela, ewan ko kung tinuturo pa yan, GMRC, no?
or,
Good manners and right conduct, di
actually,
ba?
I think before the pandemic, yung DepEd wanted to bring it back. And we
Aha.
were very happy about that development. But then, the pandemic happened and now we have a new administration. I do not know. But I am hoping because the younger generation, medyo hindi nila alam some basic etiquette, some basic good manners. And
Yeah,
even the younger
that's true, ah.
parents,
That's true. Alam mo, meron akong kausap sabi niya, I don't know the generation now, but am I old? Am I, tumatanda na ba ako? Kasi I think his daughter married a foreigner. And ano ba, ang Pilipino, ha? Ay, good afternoon po. I think, something like, hi, how are you? I am blah, blah,
yes,
blah, politeful. Pero sabi ko sa kanya, yung first name, hi, Steve, how are you? Napatanga raw siya kasi sabi niya, hindi siya sanay gano'n, di ba? Kasi hindi lang naman yun
natawagan
ang
by
anak niya
first
eh.
name.
'di ba? Meron din siyang mga son-in-law na, "Hey dad, how are you?" But this foreign guy that the daughter married him by his first name. Sabi niya,
Ah, mhm.
ano bang say mo doon? Kasi I think merong mga nakikinig sa atin, nanonood na nafi-feel din yung gano'n, di ba?
First of all, we have to understand etiquette is highly cultural. Ganon talaga.
Hmm,
Like in Italy, for example, the men, when they see each other, they kiss cheek to cheek, and that is like unacceptable in Asian countries.
yeah,
In
yeah,
in North America, in most places in North America, usually just the handshake. And yun na nga, titles in the workplace, we do know that the Canadians, parang last names do not exist, no? Parang they call each other by first name. They introduce themselves only by their first name. But in the US, ayan, you call your elders. Some people even call their own parents by their first name. So medyo
correct.
nakakagulat. But we have to accept that that is the culture. That is the
Uh-huh.
culture
So
in that
so
country.
that those are the things that we have to I think we have to one lesson that we can pick here, Rita, is that you have to know the cultural differences, no?
Yes.
And
Yes.
if you're a foreigner coming into the Philippines, you also have to understand the culture of the country where you are, di ba?
Yes, it is.
Di ba?
Yes, they have to know how we call each other. We're not like we use, tita and uncle and mom and dad. We use that. Yes. So if you are a Filipino married to a foreign national and you're bringing them, or your parents are going to your country, then you need to tell them, like ano bang tawag dyan, to give them an orientation of what is acceptable and things that are
Yeah.
not accepted, and they have to adapt.
Totoo yan. That's true, ha? That's true. But other situations, like for example, yung mga bata ngayon nagtatrabaho, when they report for interview, ano ba talaga dapat ang mga tips ngayon? Kasi ngayon either face-to-face or virtual. What should be your tip for a young generation who is now trying to apply or probably moving up in the circle of business or being an entrepreneur? What
First of
is the
all,
very first thing? Yeah.
we are judged in the first 7 seconds. So that is basically what people see in us, and that is our appearance. So dress like business-like. I have heard from some HR practitioners that children graduating from our big schools, big universities, and they come in very short skirts, and they come in their open-toed sandals. That is a no-no. You have to dress like a professional, like career office. No, so what we say in image is less skin, more power. So if you want to be
Mm.
seen as someone who they can trust, who has something between their ears, no, na may alam, can be taught, nag-aral ng mabuti, you have to dress well. You have to, at least basically dapat naka-jacket, but because of the weather in our country, pwede na rin sigurong dress na three-fourths or but not sleeveless, not showing
Mhm.
anything. Ang sabi nga namin, there should be no visual surprises in the workplace. Yung, ano yan? Bakit ganyan ang color ng kanyang hair? Bakit may tattoo sa may legs? So,
Nako.
so for,
To-
yes,
talking
you have to
about that,
avoid that.
talking about tattoo, Drita, ano ba ngayon ang mga readings ngayon sa workplace? Kasi para bang an expression of myself, so I have to
Yan
have
na
this
nga eh, yan na
tattoo.
nga yung authenticity.
Paano ba talaga ngayon? Paano ba talaga i-handle yung situation? Kasi
Naku,
I know of companies who will not openly accept that they are not accepting people with tattoo
yes, yes,
because of indiscrimination. But
right.
if I am an employer and I feel that I don't like to have tattoo, what would be your say? What would be the etiquette on this angle?
You are so correct there. You cannot say that it is because of the tattoo. no? Because ayan na nga, equal opportunity employer, discrimination, so hindi pwede. But there are ways of going around it. Like nothing, you just feel na, I don't see that this person is diligent enough or neat enough for the role that she is applying for. Baka because I've seen I've seen people post in LinkedIn, they have tattoo, and that is they are happy about it. Okay, you may be happy about it, but is the world happy about it? What is the impression that you are giving out, especially if you are applying for a job? Because we have paradigms. When we see tattoo, what do we see? Happy-go-lucky, not serious, and that is difficult to break as a paradigm. So the one interviewing you, your prospective employer, would actually find other things about you. They will not say it directly. You cannot. You cannot. Yan ang ethics ngayon. You cannot
Mhm.
say directly, I'm not hiring you because of your tattoo. Nako, baka
That's
maligal
true. That's
tayo.
true. Huh? But I know of some companies, they tell you, you can wear long sleeves. So if it's on their arm, yung iba naman so long as it doesn't show, like flight attendants. I know there are some who told me na so long as it doesn't show. But again, it is such a very critical, no, sensitive
Right.
situation, but you cannot
Yes.
outrightly tell them we don't accept people with tattoo. it's
And
it's
we know,
actually what they can deliver, diba?
right, it is what they can deliver. So you have to prove harder. You have to prove harder that you are competent, that you have those skills, that you are diligent, that you can be trusted. You have to prove harder because that tattoo is
Hmm.
saying other things about you, whether you
Correct,
like
correct.
it or not.
Yeah. So, talking about this, some people would say, well, there's always generation gap. I've heard of that even when I was young. Generation gap, generation gap.
Ganun ba yun, Gus?
But
Kaya parang
how,
tanda na ba tayo? Kaya parang no sa akin.
but how do you do this if I'm, let's say, like my boss is younger than me and I'm working? Ano ba magiging attitude dapat dito? Let's say like yung boss ko syempre child of the owner,
All
COO.
right. All right.
Uh, and I'm hired, or probably the father pass it on to the child.
Correct.
And
Yes.
how do I now adjust myself, or how do I put etiquette in practice?
Okay. We have to remember that in the workplace, it is genderless and ageless. Everything is
Ah,
according to rank, to position. So even if your boss is younger than you, then you have to accord him the respect that is accorded a boss. So you don't call by first name, you call by sir or mister. You have to accord them that respect. Minsan masakit sa loob natin kasi especially if you are older. But remember, uh, rank, it is based on rank, not on gender, not on age.
so para bang ano yan you respect the office or the position, because that is giving respect, no? Because
Right.
sila yung management, no? But you also have to reach out for the person to understand you. I think basically importante yung you get along with each other, regardless of age, regardless of gender, no? So that you're able to communicate, no? Kasi sometimes people are put in a box and say, I feel so uncomfortable because my boss is a woman. Naku yan.
Mm,
I'm a man. I feel
yeah.
uncomfortable. Uh, Especially when my boss would call me for a meeting. Meron ako nakausap na ganyan, no? It's a
Okay.
young guy, and he
Mm-hmm.
feels uncomfortable because the boss would always call for a closed door meeting. And sabi niya, sir, paano ho yun? Hindi kaya ako machismis. Paano yun?
For boss,
alam mo, maraming marites ngayon, di ba? Yung mga marites na.
well, uh, you for both employer or for both boss and lower ranking, it is important that in any meeting, that you dress as you would usually dress in the workplace. No, so that even if it is an out of town meeting or an after office meeting, the woman should not go home and change into something more casual. You maintain that. And the woman boss, the female boss, should always be mindful of her body language. You cannot like be, yung gaganyan ng hair, because that sends a different message. Or, smiling, yung ibang klaseng smile. You have to be focused on the business matters at hand. And of course, usually nga there are situations, no, halimbawa sa hotel, out of town meetings sa hotel, and there is no puno, you cannot, there is no conference room, puno ang restaurant, and sometimes it happens na yung hotel room lang ang talagang pwede pagmitingan. Now, if it is just your female boss and the male lower ranking employee, what the woman can do is really to like remove remove all personal items, like you should not, underwear should not be seen, or your change of clothes. And then you can put a picture of your family and put some items on the bed and provide seats. So hindi kayo uupo
Uh-huh.
sa bed.
So
Mas maganda.
you're more or less preventing anything that can go beyond, I mean, or
You are,
misinterpreted, di
yes,
ba?
yes, yes. So that your message is that this is a business meeting. And also for the men, you are not suddenly parang super gentleman na ladies first. You don't do that. You open the door. You open the door for the female boss because she is your boss. You don't say,
Mhm.
okay, ladies first. Walang ganon. It has to be all business.
Yeah. Talking about email, I have somebody ask me a question and say, "Butch, is email now the snail mail? Because before we used to have the letters,
Yes, the
and
snail
the
mail.
one delivered by the mailman, it used to be called snail mail. So when email came in, it became the buzzword, no? But
Right.
then later on, people realize how come people take so long to act on an email? Ikaw, what should be the etiquette here? When somebody sends you an email or when you send an email, what should be the sort of like the steps or the norm?
Yes, the rules of the etiquette dictates that you reply to an email after 24 hours. Except, of course, if it happens on a
24
weekend,
hours, huh?
because you are
Of course,
you are
you
entitled
have
to
to
your
respect, no?
weekend. Yes. So
Uh,
kung Friday na sent, you have to reply on the next Monday.
but sometimes sasabihin nila the word buzz, the BC Sorry, I overlook. Uh, Example, you
Yes.
made a mistake and you replied after 3 days. What would be
Then you need to
your
apologize first. Yes, you need to explain why
on?
you were not able. You do not just reply and not say anything, because etiquette dictates that a business letter, a business email should be replied to after within 24 hours.
Why 24 hours? Is that really a sort
It is
of
the
the rule of
standard.
thumb?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
it means that you value. Hindi ba? If you are ghosted, kaya nga nauso yung ghosting eh. You do not feel valued because
Oh,
the one that you are chatting with or emailing with is not replying to you. So you feel bad. So
uh-huh.
replying immediately means that you value the business, you value the person. And of course, if you are in business, in your profession, you want others to feel valued. That is how your business will keep on going. Kung ay, hindi
Correct, correct.
nagre-reply yan eh. I don't like to deal with her because she does not reply. She makes me wait. So that is bad for
Mhm.
business.
So, in terms of digital world, no, in other words, we're now digital and the flash cordon of yesteryears, no? I'm sure naabutan mo rin yun, yung flash cordon. O yung Dick Tracy. Okay. But ngayon ba talaga, like for example, if I'm an entrepreneur, what social media platform would you advise for people to get into the groove?
uh, I am an entrepreneur and I am on Facebook since like 12 years ago. I am on
Uh-huh.
LinkedIn. I have Instagram, but I hardly open it. It is not exactly where you are present, but your post that will determine your level of professionalism. So
So,
in your social media posting, you have to be careful. What is the image that I am, you know, that is out there? What is the brand that I am giving out to people? What is my message to other people about me?
mhm. So if you keep on ranting and ranting, should you be in that Facebook, or should you create another another
If
platform?
if you love your career, if you love your profession, if you love your business, then it is good to always stay positive and safe in your social media accounts. If you do not tweet in the heat, as my mentor Jacqueline Whitmore would say. So if you are so angry, pakalma ka lang muna. Cool ka lang muna. So
Okay.
so you post only like me. I am with Pro Life Philippines Foundation. I am an advocate of family and life. So I make
Mm-hmm.
sure that all my social media posting are those that about family, about the goodness of the family, about promoting life wherever you go. So if I rant, I would always say, if you rant, if you talk against other people, that is diminishing the life of other
Uh-huh.
persons. So
Yeah, you're
kailangan
really stepping
life,
on, yeah, just stepping on the privacy of others. You are probably
yes. So
saying, yeah,
dapat,
but
because I am a family and life advocate, life-giving ang post ko. Because I am an image consultant, dapat always in good manners. Kasi if I will post naman something like I will whine, complain, or negative, etiquette expert ako, hindi ba? So that
correct.
is not
Oo.
walking the talk.
Parang double
So,
standard, no? 'Di ba? Parang you live you say one thing, you do one thing differently, correct?
and that is not good. Because that means there is
Mm-hmm.
something in you. That is not being authentic. No, so
Correct, correct.
sabi ko nga my advocacy of promoting family and life and my profession as an image consultant, pantay yan eh, because both are life-giving. Because when we follow rules of etiquette, when we observe good manners, that is making other people comfortable. That is life-giving.
It's true. Galing, galing. Well, anyway, I think we're short of time now, but I'm
Already,
sure we will,
it's
I'm sure we will have another sequel to this, because people, mukhang maraming tataas ang kilay nila. Okay? Maraming will really, in the podcast, because this will be a podcast in Spotify, and this will be also in YouTube. But again, Linda, your parting words before we go for the sequel, if ever a lot of demand, especially your time, di ba? What would be your parting words, Linda?
uh, there is so much to learn. Etiquette is not a set of rules that is, pang mga princess lang, like if you're visiting the palace or pang high tea. Hindi yan. Etiquette is really something that you need to know because that makes people happy and that will give you confidence. And confidence is the mark of a smart person. That's
Ang
all.
lalim nun, ha? Malalim yun, ha? Dapat i-repeat dapat ng mga nanood dito, you know? So, anyway, Rita, thank you very much for this opportunity. I know you're busy, but again, thank you for the privilege. You know, the reason why na-intriga ako dito sa being an etiquette expert, sabi ko mukhang kailangan na natin mag-interview ng person like you, because of the many things that are going on in the business world. And again, I would really thank you very much for this opportunity. And I wish you all the luck, especially for your advocacy on life. And really,
You are most
life
welcome,
is
boss.
precious.
You are most welcome, boss. And as I always say, I am glad that you were born. Thank you, everyone, for
Yes, yes.
listening.
Thank you very
Maraming
much.
salamat
Thank you.
po.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.